Hey y'all, welcome back to episode 3 of Hold That Thought. I'm your host, Demetra Carter, and I'm so excited to be here with y'all today. We have a lot of things lined up to chat about, but it's going to be a fun time. It is Wednesday, and Wednesdays we wear pink, and we're also very close to Valentine's Day. So, in honor of all of those things, we're wearing all pink today to really manifest the love energy. We have a lot of things to talk about. We're going to start off with track and field. We're going to ease our way into some lost love. Yeah, stay tuned for that one. But I want to dive into some new updates. It happened, what, 1 or 2 days ago. I literally texted Trip, good morning, you'll be in New York because the 2026 USATF championships are going to be in New York this year. Now, up until this moment, I don't know about y'all, but I was like, they haven't announced a location. And I would joke around with Trip, like, I guess y'all aren't having it this year, no USAs, but it's happening this year in New York City, technically in Icon Stadium. Now, hear me out, bear with me. This is my little hot take about it, but I am so happy that it's not in Eugene. I love Eugene and I love the field and the stadium, but like we're going to be back in Eugene next year and all the other years. But I like a little switch up, and I'm happy that it's in New York. New York's a major city. It gets a lot of foot traffic. Obviously, transportation is really easy. Easy. It's easy to get to all of those things. My only teeny tiny thing to say is Icon's small. Like it's all these things are going so good, and Icon's not a very big stadium. It seats like 5,000, I believe. And the last time that it wasn't held in Eugene was in 2018, and that was Drake Stadium. And I feel like that stadium was like I don't, all these other stadiums are bigger, and we normally get 3 to 5,000 fans showing up. So for the max capacity at that stadium in the stands right now to be 5,000, I am a little worried, but I am happy because I think it's going to be packed, like packed out, sold out. And that's what makes me happy the most. And then on top of that, I am hopeful that maybe they'll put stands like around the curves or figure out another way to be able to bring more fans in. But overall, it's in New York. Yeah, New York. I'm excited. So looking forward to that. And fun fact, the best place that me and Trip meet, I love Thai food. That's important for this story. I love Thai food. And when I went to Portland and lived in Portland for a year, Portland had the best Thai food that I've ever had. And maybe it's because it's closer to Asia. I don't know, but I don't like a lot of things about Portland, but their Thai food has never failed me. And I will say there was a Michelin star restaurant in New York that me and Trip went to after USA Indoors last year when he made the world team. And it was the best Thai food that we've had. Like I don't even eat what is it? I normally get Pat CU. That's my like Thai food of choice. And we got a curry. I'm not a curry girly because I don't like coconut. And there was no coconut in this. It was like crab curry. It sounds crazy. It was the best thing ever. Every other week, about 2 to 3 times a month, I think about this curry. So I'll be back in New York before this, but just know I will be at that restaurant getting some curry and all the other things. So excited to be in New York for that one. Now, this next one. I told y'all we're going to talk about love lost. And this one is a fun one. Okay, so I don't know if y'all saw this, but Winter Olympics are going on right now. And basically there's this Norwegian athlete. Somebody was like, in the summertime we had the Norwegian Muffin Man, and in the wintertime we get this depressed Norwegian biathlete. So there's a Norwegian man. His name is Sturla Holm. I'm going to butcher his last name. So we're going to call him Sturla just to keep it simple. But there's this athlete, biathlete, Norwegian, Sturla. And he wins a medal. And during his post interview, he basically, in his post interview, he commits what he calls social media suicide and says, I cheated on my girlfriend and I'm committing social suicide in hopes that she takes me back. Now, mind you, this is like like people don't do this. Why? One, admitting cheating publicly, like to the point that it's after you got your medal to show that, like, oh, I really want this relationship. I really want you. But the gag is they've been dating for, he said they've been dating for 6 months, or he met her 6 months ago. One of the two, but either way, we're 6 months in. He cheated 3 months into that. You mean to tell me we've been dating 6 months and you cheated 3 months into it? And then on top of that, you go on international television? There's no way I'm American. I'm seeing this being filmed in Milan and he's Norwegian. You mean to tell me you go on international television to tell the world that you cheated because you think that I would take you back because that embarrasses you? In fact, now I'm embarrassed. And because now if we do get back together, everybody's gonna know me as the girl who got cheated on 3 months in. Yeah, and it's so wild. And maybe I could justify if you get cheated on and you're like not if you're like years in, maybe. But you mean to tell me I'm the love of your life. We've been dating for 6 months and you cheated on me within 3 months. And I'm going to take you back because you sat on here on TV and just told the world that you cheated. I think that's a mistake that you should just live with and be better the next time because public humiliation doesn't take away the fact that you did what you did and you made the conscious choice to do it. You don't accidentally cheat. That's not how that works. So yeah, that's my update on Winter Olympics. So pray for that man. And maybe she does take him back. That'll be a really good story. But as for me and my household, that's not how we work over here. But that's happening. I'm gonna drop the interview in on some social clips so you go find it. But if you want to just look it up, it's Norwegian man, biathlete, Sturla, cheating. You type in some of them keywords, it will pop up. Now, my last one is something that's been floating around a little bit, and it's very much winter sports related. I'm in my winter sports bed. I went skiing one time and I was like, winter sports, they're for me. And winter sports are insane. I haven't fully watched like the Winter Olympics this entire time, but I've watched all the clips. And Lindsey Vonn is a 41-year-old athlete, and we've seen her. Olympic medalist multiple times, like we know who she is. She came in with a completely torn ACL, and despite this injury, she was like, okay, I'm cool. I'm going to compete. She said it felt fine, all these things. I don't know the full details between what her and her doctor talked about, but she was in Italy and she started off, she did her practice running. It went perfectly fine. And after that, it was time to compete. February 8th, she tore her ACL and she was competing in the downhill race. And literally 13 seconds, she crashed. And she had to get airlifted off. And that's basically the story. As of now, like, she's okay. And this is where my like hot takes and problems come into place. I found it so odd that a lot of these news outlets were posting photos of her getting injured, like play by play of the injury. And like it's one thing to take a picture of the airlift, but I think to normalize that was wild. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people had opinions going into, and they were like, why is she going to compete? She's taking away a spot from somebody else. And Alona Mayer said something that I would have said too. An interviewer asked her, do you think it's insane? And her response was, well, no, because I would do the same thing. And that's my question to everybody. And maybe it's not to everybody because most people aren't that Olympic level. But if you were in a position where you worked 4 years for this exact moment and you get a small injury, but you feel like that you can push through it, I'm pushing through it. If Tripp were to rupture his Achilles, but he made the Olympics and he can still throw, that's important. She went through a practice run and was fine. Can still throw, yeah, you should go do that. And people are like, oh, it makes a bad representation to like younger athletes that they should push through stuff. There's there's another level and caliber to Olympic level athletes that people like regular people, me included, don't understand. Like like you can't comprehend that. And even though I was at the D1 level, and I might have did some crazy stuff. When you're at that level, like that's your job, that's your career, like that's what you put all of your hours and your daytime into. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Did I think she was crazy after I heard the injury? Yes. But I'm not surprised that she decided to compete anyway. Because imagine going there and being like, yeah, I'm giving it to the alternate. She's 41. This is probably her last Olympics. Now, maybe she might try again. I don't know. But her dad came out saying that he doesn't want her to like make a comeback. He wants her to rest, recover, all the things. But that's my 2 cents is that, yes, it sounds crazy, but a lot of things sound crazy. And although that she did end up crashing, it wasn't due to her ACL. Like that's the gag. That wasn't the reason that she crashed. So that's my 2 cents. Winter Olympics is insane. I'm excited for all the things to keep happening. It's been so fun getting on the news between Lindsey Vonn, like having this incredible, like story of grit, and then also the Norwegian man, I'm gagged. I'm actually refreshing his page every day, daily, and checking to see if they got back together. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on those 2 things, but I'm so excited that y'all joined me here today. I'm getting y'all in and out of here on these episodes. You're welcome. And I'm looking forward to talking to y'all next week. And moving forward, the plan is to have a bunch of guests, but I have this problem, y'all, where I don't like having guests virtual. So we're planning some trips. We have a couple things on the board right now, and we're going to get some in-person guests. Be sure, people have sent me DMs of people who I should bring on, and I've been literally taking those DMs. So if you have any ideas of somebody that you're like, Demetria, you should talk to this person, slide the name my way and let's make it happen. That is a wrap for episode 3. Thank y'all for listening and thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.